Hi guys, it's Mita King, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate just had a new 8.1 patch where there's several changes, notably to the online experience you'll have, as well as a brand new stage called Small Battlefield, which I will go over shortly. To start off first, one of the major changes that happened, something I don't personally care about, but a lot of people do, it is now easier to get into Elite Smash. As for the exact specifics, I don't know the exact number, but let's say it's roughly twice as easy. Almost twice as many people will be able to get in. They made it, I think I heard it's like 200,000 GSP extra to get in, or easier to get in than before. So even if you had a character that had good GSP, but it wasn't quite Elite Smash level, now it will be an Elite Smash. That's one of the major changes. A lot of people couldn't get into Elite Smash, but now they'll be able to. I think it's like it changed from like 3% to 5% or something. Like top 3% was Elite Smash, and now it's like top 5%. Don't quote me on that. I don't know exact numbers, but something along those lines. So that was one of the changes. Also, it's a lot easier to find matches. I was actually playing Ultimate yesterday on Tuesday, earlier in the day, and I was actually having trouble finding matches. And then I kept finding the same opponent over and over. It was really strange, and this is a few hours before the patch, and I didn't even know the patch was going to happen. So I was having trouble that same day finding matches. Then a few hours later, after the patch drops, suddenly I'm getting matches against all these different players immediately. So I do believe them I do believe that they actually did go through several changes to make Elite Smash you find matches quicker. I'm sure one of the major reasons is because the Elite Smash, twice as many people will be in Elite Smash. I'm sure that's a major factor. Another factor is probably a lot of people online at that time, but it certainly is easier to find matches, which is, in my opinion, very important. Another major change of online, considered to be even much more important, is that the online has supposedly from less lag. The sample size I've used isn't too big. Well, a few hours. I think that's not too big, but Salem was also playing on my stream on Tuesday, the same night the patch dropped, and Salem believes that it's 1 to 2 frames less input delay. He said it felt much better. My very first match was some very laggy person that I had to block because it was so laggy, but every match after that was much better. It did feel better than before. I would not say it felt significantly better. However, in my opinion, it still was better. If you want my guess, it felt like about 1 frame better on average. Obviously it varies a lot on the opponent, but it is a slight improvement. And Nintendo also said in the notes that they're going to keep working on improving it. So, it's no rollback, but it is an improvement. It's a good start, and we should hope that this continues, and I think it will continue. So that is another update that a lot of people were asking about. The general consensus is that it's a slight improvement. That's like the average of the opinions. Now I will talk about another change. Small Battlefield. Small Battlefield is actually a new stage that just got added to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is now a stage you can select. It's right next to like Battlefield and Big Battlefield. Basically what the stage is, it's basically FD with 2 side platforms. It's a little bit different than Battlefield in the sense that Battlefield has a 192 unit ceiling. Battlefield has a high ceiling. Small Battlefield has a 180 size ceiling, the same as Pokemon Stadium 2 and the same as Final Destination. So that is one major difference. Also, of course, it doesn't have a top platform. It only has 2 side platforms. The platforms, compared to Battlefield, are a little bit more in the middle than they are slightly. It's slightly more in the middle than it is on Battlefield, because on Battlefield there's 3 platforms, so it's more spread out. It's slightly more inward in Small Battlefield. The platforms are pretty wide like usual. So yeah, that's another big change to Small Battlefield. I would say there are multiple ways to describe it. If I'm to compare it to FD, Battlefield, or Pokemon Stadium 2, you could say it's FD of 2 side platforms, or you could say it's Battlefield, where the 2 platforms are slightly inwards, and the top platform is gone, and the ceiling is changed, so that's 3 differences technically. Or you could say it's similar to Pokemon Stadium 2, but a smaller main stage, because Pokemon Stadium 2 is the widest stage. So I think that this would actually be a very good replacement for Pokemon Stadium 2. So I think for a Small Battlefield should actually be a starter stage that we start using in replace of Pokemon Stadium 2. Pokemon Stadium 2 could now be a counter pick, but I no longer believe Pokemon Stadium 2 should be a starter. In my opinion, Small Battlefield should be the starter. Pokemon Stadium 2 should now be a counter pick, along with Lilat as well. So that's another thing that I think could be great for the game. Another change that Ultimate has is now Final Destination, Battlefield, and Small Battlefield all have a large selection of music playable. So now if you pick any of those stages, so an Omega version, a Battlefield version, or a Small Battlefield version, you can play on pretty much any song you want. So that's really good for both offline and online play. So if you had like an offline tournament or online, it doesn't matter. you can now play on any song. So if you want Galeem, or if you want Fire Emblem, or you want Undertale music, just whatever you want, you can now play it on any of those stages, which actually makes online play, it may sound silly, but it actually makes online play more enjoyable, because instead of just getting the same types of musics all the time, it seems like it's always a very diverse selection. Or it could just have been my imagination, but notably, the night the patch dropped, I noticed that when I was playing online myself or watching Salem play online, we were always getting all these different songs. So whether that's coincidence or not, I don't know, but basically now we're just going to have a wider selection of songs, and I think that's really nice. And not many people will talk about that because, you know, it's just music. It doesn't actually affect the gameplay, but I think it's actually a really nice addition. In the preferred rules for Elite Smash, you can actually set it to small battlefield. In the past, you'd have the options of all, hazards off, battlefield, or mega, aka FD forms. Now small battlefield is also one of those forms. So that's how you can select it if you want to start practicing or playing on that stage. Just select it as your main search engine of choice, basically, your search preference for preferred rules. And then you will be able to search specifically for those stages. So that would be another good addition. Another change in the new 8.1 patch is now, not only is there random select, there's also random battlefield select and random omega form. So the reason I think this is all very important is because it's basically like a pleasant surprise. Nobody knew that Nintendo was going to release this patch today. In fact, I was playing some Ultimate, and then I switched to Mario Maker, and then in my Mario Maker stream, people in Twitch chat are telling me, "Oh, hey, Music King, there's a new patch out, and there's a new stage, it's small battlefield." And I was like, small battlefield? This has to be a joke. Like, I felt like I would have heard about this ahead of time, but nope, Nintendo was like, surprise, surprise. We added a new stage, we made Elite Smash better, we made search engines better, we added music, and they just added all the things I just covered. So the fact that Nintendo would just make us, hey, surprise, that we're going to try to improve the online, probably because, you know, people would be like, it's like a meme that Ultimate Online like wasn't that good, but Nintendo's actively trying to take steps toward improving it. They've already taken the first step, and I think the fact that they took the first step is really nice, because that means they have more in store probably. But then in the patch notes, you can see that they do, in fact, say that they do intend to make it even better. So there's already a slight improvement, and then we have their word that they're going to keep improving it. So these are really good signs overall. And I think the fact that these signs are pointing in a positive way means Nintendo is actually listening. And the fact that Nintendo's listening, that's just a good sign for all of us, because we all want the game to be better. I mean, I'm sure Nintendo wants it to be better, because obviously, and us as the players, viewers, we all want it to be better ourselves. And Nintendo's just going in this direction, and I think it's a very good direction for Nintendo to be going in. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell before you leave. Also, if you really like our content, you can click on Join. The Join button is right next to the subscribe button. You can join, become a member, and support us directly. That would help out a lot. Also, please consider following our Instagram. I'm doing workouts and trying to better myself and my body, and I'm uploading this to my Instagram. It's MVG League 1. It will also be in the YouTube description below. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. My personal opinion is small battlefield should be a neutral. We should make Pokemon Stadium become a counter pick. They should not both be in a neutral. As PS2, I think it should be bumped out, unless you want to see online laggy Sonics and people run away online. And I know you guys don't want that, so try to argue with me with logic. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, I strongly believe that this is a good step. Nintendo's taking good steps toward making Smash Ultimate better. It's just a lot of quality of life here and there, like from all these different angles. This is a really pleasant surprise, and I'm actually excited to see what Nintendo has to offer in the future. So let me know what you think in the comments below about Small Battlefield and on the new Ultimate Online, as well as all these other changes, and I'll see you guys next time.